One club set to be very, very busy in the coming days is Chelsea Football Club. We know they have a heap of players they want to get out of the squad. The likes of Badiashile, Chilwell, Sterling, Nkunku, who's completed his deal now to AC Milan. We'll talk about that one in a moment as well. Nicholas Jackson. There are so many players at Chelsea that have no future, and Chelsea look set to get many of them out of the club before the window slams shut on September the 1st. The biggest one that's happened just a few moments ago is Christopher Nkunku. Look, it hasn't worked for him at Chelsea. Let's be honest. He's had his injuries. He's never really featured under Enzo Maresca. And AC Milan, the Italian giants, have agreed a deal in the region of £36 million for the French forward. The likes of RB Leipzig and Bayern Munich linked with the player over the course of the summer. But it's AC Milan that have won a deal, and the player is expected in Milan in the coming days to formalise that transfer. Terms are agreed between both Chelsea and Milan. A medical set to take place over the next 24 hours. Chelsea fans, I am sure that you are not bothered about the loss of this one. It's more about the future incomings, and we'll discuss those in just a moment. But before we do, guys, can I ask a huge favor? Can you give this video a like? We are on the march towards 30,000 subscribers. Yes, you'll say, but Christian, I see 11,600. The target of 30,000 by the end of the season is what we are aiming for. So make sure you're subscribing as well. And if you're a Chelsea fan, get yourselves in the comments. Let me know about the ingoings, the outgoings and incomings that are expected to happen over the coming days. That man, Xavi Simons, still harbours the ambitions of putting on a blue shirt before the window closes. If you could only sign one, Chelsea fans, would it be Xavi Simons or would it be Alejandro Garnacho? I'm confused as to why Chelsea want Alejandro Garnacho. I do not see that as a good move. I see it as a player that could upset the apple cart, a player that is very good at spitting his dummy out when things don't go his way. Xavi Simons, I think, makes an excellent addition to this Chelsea side. Where he fits, I'm not quite sure. But I think in terms of competing on so many levels, the Champions League, the FA Cup, the Premier League, making sure you're back in the Champions League next season, the Xavi Simons deal for me makes a lot of sense. Dutch players in general, they do very well when they play in the Premier League. So getting Xavi Simons done makes complete sense. As I said, Alejandro Garnacho, I'd love your opinion. Do you want Alejandro Garnacho? Could it be like many others that have left Manchester United that they go on to have stellar careers at other clubs? Chelsea have had an excellent window so far, and if they can get these players out, I could see a few more coming in as well. There's still question marks for me over Sanchez in goal. Could Chelsea make a late bid for Donnarumma, a fee in the region of £30 million for him? He'll be on huge wages though to bring him in for Paris Saint-Germain. The question is with that deal is I think Manchester City, I think Manchester United possibly as well, are all sitting and waiting. They know that PSG want to get him off of their books. They've bought Chevalier in already this season. He is deemed surplus to requirements, is the Italian international. It's a World Cup year as well. I expect this one to maybe happen on transfer deadline day. Not necessarily to Chelsea, maybe Manchester City. Terms have been reportedly agreed there as well. Could you do a centre half as well? Remember, you've lost Levi Colwill. I think Diasassi's gone to Bournemouth. Badiashile deemed surplus to requirements. Fofana has his injury issues, and I'm not sure Tosin and Chalobah are the answer to Chelsea for the remainder of the season. I think that is an area you must try to strengthen if you are a Chelsea fan going forward. Nicholas Jackson, that man on screen, Bayern Munich very much leading the way to sign Nicholas Jackson, a player not picked by Maresca. Obviously, at the moment, you've got João Pedro, you've got Liam Delap as well. I'm a fan of Nicholas Jackson, but I don't think I'm a fan of him And if from a top 4 or 5 perspective, I think he'd be a very good Premier League striker for those outside of the top 4. Bayern Munich very much looking to secure the services of Nicholas Jackson. He will go in as the understudy to Harry Kane. Let me know, Chelsea fans, are you disappointed to see Nicholas Jackson go? Do you like the way that Blue Co do their deals, the way that they handle this, that, you know, they bring all these players in 18 months later, if they're not performing or if they don't need them anymore, they are shipped on out of the club. Is this the way it goes at Chelsea? Is this the right model, do you think? It's going to be a busy few days for Chelsea and Enzo Maresca as he tries to convince the club to sign the players he needs in order to compete for the Champions League and for the Premier League. What's your expectations, Chelsea fans? Don't forget to smash a like on this video. Don't forget to get yourselves in the comments. I can't wait to see what the Blues do in the coming days.